Hello and welcome to Yoda Soda Creations podcast. Group friends to which meant the business like movies, TV, all the reasons. In the news, in the news, Infinity Train season 3 is on the list of dropped advertisements.
Yeah, I just haven't gotten around to checking it out yet, but I've heard good things about it.
HBO Max announces a Looney Tunes reboot.
Sure, why not? Not getting any worse than their last attempt. Was it the last attempt? I don't remember when that was. It was the whole Lunatics Unleashed thing. It's like, hey, that didn't go over well.
I can see they're going a little more classic this time as opposed to what the Looney Tunes show did.
Yeah.
Though I heard over time that the Looney Tunes show at least has a little bit more brains than Teen Titans Go.
Thank you.
But yeah, that's last known attempt for me, which last known attempt for me, and I'm slightly thankful that things are turning around for that.
Yeah.
Regal to resume theater operations beginning Friday, August 21st.
Good luck with that. I suppose it depends on the state. Like I can see Florida going for that. Maybe.
I can only imagine that's, as I've said for quite a while now, it's most likely an experiment of sorts.
Yeah.
Because when things start heating up, they're going to close again.
Yeah. Yeah. I at this point just waiting for like, okay, when are we closing back down again? You know? Go on.
Sequel to Captain Marvel will feature Miss Marvel as well as other Avengers characters.
Ooh, nice.
Universal and AMC strike deal early VOD releases. Films can now be watched on demand 17 days after premiering in theaters.
Yeah, that's probably for the best for the time being, because yeah.
The Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous trailer dropped.
Yeah, mm, I heard about that. It's like, I think some people were joking like, oh yeah, Jurassic Park without incompetently that's been being run. Same thing. But bring the kids. But like now it's for the kids. Like, oh God, they're all gonna die.
That's certainly gonna be something. Uh, despite despite the despite the Oscar despite the Oscars being postponed, as mentioned some point earlier, apparently the Emmys have gotten are starting to get nominations. Watchmen has the most of any show this year, and Disney Plus receives 19.
Of course.
Not quite sure how related this one is, but still an interesting note. The site of Van Gogh's last painting revealed, thanks to a postcard.
Huh. Okay. That's interesting.
Also, Umbrella Academy was on the advertisements.
Hmm.
Tony Revolori confirmed to return as Flash Thompson for Far From Home sequel. Game of Thrones author under heat of fans over Winds of Winter release. If anyone actually remembers a joke he made last year.
Yeah, it's like, hey, if I'm not done with it by the end of July, you can arrest me or lock me up or whatever. It's like, yeah. I just want to argue, he's not exactly going anywhere as it with things how they are anyway. So yeah.
The Power Ranger Pink Pony is now available from Toys R Us Canada.
Yes. Eh. The Dungeons and Dragons design ponies. Speaking of pony, I wonder how my order's doing. Hmm.
Well, those postponed IDW comics currently have their previews on EQD.
Yep.
Beauty and the Beast prequel series title possibly revealed. Apparently, the working title is Little Town.
That's uh right. Hmm. Yeah, who asked for this again? It's like, huh.
Well, I guess if the live action Maleficent movie gets a sequel, anything's possible. Detective Pikachu's Robert Letterman to helm Beyond Good and Evil.
Based on the game? Is a different thing. I don't know. Hmm.
From the looks of it, it might be a film. From the looks of it, it might be a film.
Right.
Also, from that article, there's a Enchanted sequel that's been long in development.
Hmm.
A spin off focusing on Billy Magnuson's Prince Anders from last year's Aladdin is currently in development, while reboots of The Mighty Ducks and Tucker and Hooch also in development.
Mighty Ducks, that's something I haven't heard about in a long time.
I do remember watching a reunion show. There's also a adaptation of Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon that's been long in development.
Right.
Clancy's Division is also apparently in the works, helmed by Deadpool 2's David Leitch, starring Jake Gyllenhaal from Far From Home. And Jessica Chastain, Molly's Game. There's also apparently a Rabbit film in development from
Hmm.
Todd Strauss Schulson and Matt Sinrich.
Right.
Just ends at Screen Gems and Werewolves Within with Cheyenne Jackson, Sam Richardson, and Michaela Watkins. Josh Rubin directs. Mishna Wolf writes. And finally, the casualty report for this week. John Sexton, Rick Couture, Olivia de Havilland, Alan Parker, and earlier today, Wilford Brimley.
So mention that one if you didn't, because that was a fairly recent one. Like on the website I'm on, that only popped up in like the last hour. Or okay, so I was thinking it was last hour ago, but around 8. Ugh. I've been having one of those low energy weeks, so my mind's not exactly, you know. Ugh. So, this week's Pony Life episodes. Episodes 11 and 12. Featuring A Camping We Will Go, Campfire Stories, Friendship Gems, and Dol-Fin-Ale. So let's get started with episode 11, and A Camping We Will Go. So, they're going camping, going for another badge and whatnot, as they do. Applejack's excited, of course. Not so much because she forgot her stuff and all her nice fancy stuff, because it's Rarity. And and they're singing songs, and Rarity sees a mole and falls into the river of Pepto-Bismol. Seriously, that stuff was like pink. But yeah, falls into a river, and oh no, there's a waterfall, because there's always a waterfall. But the group forms a chain and fire away from the waterfall. They didn't really need everyone to do that. Like, Rainbow Dash could have done that. They didn't need the flying tower. But hey, working together and stuff. So yeah, they head down to the lake that's at the end of the waterfall and go swimming for a bit. But yeah, they need to set up camp, and everyone needs to help if they're to get the badge. That means you too, Rarity. So we actually get a return of the Master of Instructions from last time. Ah, took one of the earbuds out. I was sounding funny to myself. Eh. But yeah, they're having difficulty setting the tents up, but yeah, Rainbow Dash does all the tent work for them. As Pinky would say, it was intense. To which I replied, boo. So yeah, as for Rarity, well, she needs to help make the fire, except she can't. And then she whines more about not having her nice stuff with her. And Applejack tells her, like, oh yeah, you're doing great for, being out of your comfort zone. So, like, everything's all nice, and Rarity's like, oh yeah, I could do this, I could do this. So it's later, and they're watching the star, and there goes a shooting star, and oh crap, the constellation got loose! Oh god, I had to round that one up again. Oh, and then something grabbed the camera. Yeah, that was a thing.
Remember that? Remember that?
Thing that popped up in the picture, like an episode or two ago.
Yes.
I was wondering if it was related to that. So, part two, Campfire. I say part two. Well, with the title of Campfire Stories, it should have been part two. It's I expected, like I said, I expected to continue from the last part. Like, they were already camping. It was the perfect segue into another story, you know?
Yeah, that
But
was also. Yeah, admittedly, that was also. That was also what it sounded like.
they had the perfect setup. But no, that Sugar Cube Corner and Pinkie Pie's devices are all dead, and she has no, like, only two spots left to plug them in. Also, apparently, someone plugged in a carrot. Don't know what that's. Yeah, don't know what that's about. But yeah, she has too many things plugged in, and she blew the circuit. So yeah, the power's out, and apparently Rainbow Dash is scared of the dark. Like, what? But yeah, power's gonna be out for an hour, because that's how long it'll take for the electrician to get there. So they decide to tell stories by tablet light. They don't even have an actual campfire for these stories. Like, fine.
When all
So
else,
yeah,
when all else fails, like the imagination. When all else fails, let your imagination wander.
I guess so. So, oh, they tell a story like how they were making a 27-layer cupcake, and then it turned into a monster. At least that was Fluttershy's take on it. And they all start telling their own takes of what happened, and oh god, this is just PPOV cooking edition. You remember point of view, right? Ugh. But yeah,
Although at one point Rarity was telling something different.
yeah, I was about to say, Rarity, on the other hand, decided to tell her own story, but got shot down for not, being on theme. And then they realized, like, don't even remember what kind of cupcake it was originally supposed to be. Like, was it a 30-layer cupcake, 27 one-layer cupcakes, or as I call it, 27 cupcakes? Did they win an award for speed baking? Who knows? But hey, the power's back, so who cares? But apparently, Twilight Twilight wrote a transcript on her laptop. Like, they'll totally the tongue getting ahead of mouth. They'll totally remember this. Yeah. So yeah, first one, okay, getting out of your comfort zone, that's a important thing to teach. The second one, what was even the point? Like, uh, yeah. And again, they wasted the perfect setup. So what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, once again, I got the feeling it was going to be another shrug, whatever. Nothing too bad. Nope. In that it was nothing.
Really anything of substance.
I was gonna. I was gonna say no. I was gonna say nothing that I was gonna say nothing that triggers the. I was gonna say nothing that triggers the inner monster or rage-inducing or whatever. Just, eh.
Yeah, like, yeah, first half, okay, they're trying to tell a story. Second half is like, hey, time for something random. With the next episode, actually not horrible, not bad. So yeah, episode 12, beginning with friendship gems. So the emails are going out to the winning troop for the contest. Fluttershy checks her email and nothing. Yeah, like they start. Twilight's, I think it was Twilight, starts like, yeah, we need to talk, and Rita's like, I got it, I got the email, I totally got the email. Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, it's like, and French just like, yay, so, what are your travel plans? How are we getting there? And it's like, this lie is reaching critical mass.
Just one more.
And then,
Just one more mini-sode.
yep. And then suddenly, Trixie. Well, I say suddenly, but she's been there for like 5 minutes. Yeah, Trixie is Trixie's best friend, and does Starlight not exist in this universe? Because from what we've seen later on, I think they may have retconned Starlight out of existence. So yeah, Trixie's trying to make a
I'm sensing a gradual reintroduction kind of thing.
maybe. So yeah, Trixie's making a friendship bracelet, and it breaks and makes a mess. Yeah, apparently Trixie needs to work on the whole friendship thing. And now a quote from Fluttershy. Friendship is like a butterfly that you can put in a jar and keep forever. It's like, whoa. It's like the vibes I've been getting from Fluttershy. It's like Fluttershy is that girl that really likes you, and will totally stab anyone else who likes you, or who she thinks you like. Like, yeesh. Like, Fluttershy is intense. You know?
Or to crank things up, a bit, but not. Hopefully, not too far when I say it. Borderline bad touch.
Yeah. But yeah, apparently Trixie's had bad luck with friendship, so the group offers to help. And it's time for a training montage, where Trixie tries to do everything herself, but then eventually learns, like, hey, help is good. Yeah, accepting help is something good to learn. Trixie thanks them and then entangles them all in her friendship bracelet. It totally brought them all together in a literal sense. I liked that one. But yeah, it's time for the the House of Lies to come crumbling down with Dol-Fin-Ale. So apparently the group stages a heist to get Finn, and they get into his trailer and they explain the situation to him, and yeah, he's skeptical that Fluttershy is his biggest fan, but then Giant Fluttershy shows up and yeah, she is his biggest fan. And Fluttershy totally fangirls over him. And it's like, oh yeah, Finn, you could do no wrong. Like, well then, I have to be totally honest. They liked you. This is a sham. Like, you did not win. Like, and Fluttershy is completely crushed. Like, and she runs out, and yeah, as I put it in my notes, a harsh truth is better than a pleasant lie.
How
And
many?
Fluttershy,
How many of us
yeah,
How many of us were guessing how this would go? Either
yeah,
slow, slow, slow acceptance hitting behind. Was it either slow acceptance hitting behind a pleasant smile? Was it going to be outright rage mode or full out depression? It was thankfully the third one.
yeah,
The, the, the first two would have been a little more crazy.
yeah. So Fluttershy is going along the movie sets, and it's she's all mopey. It's like, I have no friends and no porpoise. It's like, mm, I'm a sucker for porpoise jokes. But yeah, 3 months later, wait, what? And first it's like, they all betrayed me. It was all a lie. All, all the camping and the badges and the memories. Meeting Finn, and wait a second. We went camping. We got badges. I met Finn. Crap, I did all the things I actually wanted to do. Yeah, I should probably go back. So she realizes she did get what she wanted. So she goes back and like, I know it's been months, and Finn's like, it has been literally minutes. But yeah, it's like, yeah, I understand. I shouldn't stay angry. And then Celestia comes in, and it's like, hey, here are the winners of the contest, and it's the CMC. Like, yay, they're back. And apparently Celestia has been monitoring them because apparently she knew about this whole thing that's been going on, and she makes them the troop leaders of the Kingdom Hearts Crusaders troop. Because Celestia knows and sees all. Because of course she does. We all knew that Celestia is constantly monitoring Twilight. I'm just kind of conflicted on the conclusion. It's like, so they did all this line, and she's fine with it because technically she got what she wanted anyway, even though it's like, it, tell the truth. But hey, if it works out in the long run, you should totally lie. Like, I'm kind of getting mixed messages here.
But again, it's an understandable situation.
True. But yeah, overall, this was definitely a step up from the last couple episodes. I must admit, Trixie did boost it up a couple points. And with that, we come to the end of the Fluttershy saga. I believe the next set of episodes is about the brand new potion pony, I think.
Well, that could be a little interesting to see what they can set up.
Yeah, it's like actually having to establish an original character. Okay, they established an original character with Fantastic, but
Who, by the way, is honestly a more tolerable. Honestly, sounds like a honestly a, honestly from the way he sounds, definitely a more tolerable version of Fluttershy's brother.
yeah. Actually, let me check something. To the credits.
Took me a while to wrap my head around who that sounded like.
Yeah, I think I went too far into the credits. Okay, that. Okay, Trixie's the same as normal. Okay, Ryan Bell. Let's see, Ryan Bell. Who be that? IMDb. Is it this guy? Probably not that guy. There are a lot of Ryan Bells. No. Okay. Fantastic. Pony Life. Uh, IMDb. Getting IMDb info for like the Pony Life people, you know? That's not. What, does this guy not even have an IMDb?
Let's see.
Okay, Pony Life wiki or whatever. Okay, that doesn't have a link. Wolfie fandom wiki. Okay, that's a no-go.
Type it strange. They don't have this. Type it strange. There isn't much of a link, but it's the same guy as Zephyr Breeze.
Huh.
He mostly rung a bell for me because he was guest at Ever Free a couple years ago.
He's a cool guy. Like, he's good. All right, so that. Let's see now. For the next comic. Does it look like it? Hmm. Let's see. Actually, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So how's the Minecraft been going?
Well, but well, slightly fortunate that I managed to get a couple of our servers, just in case something like your just in case you hadn't recorded anything.
Yeah, I've been looking at the online comic shops to see if like I can place a pre-order for the first issue of season 10. Nothing so far. Yeah, I might just have to go to the comic book shop myself. I'm waiting to hear back from Japan Crate because like I've been signed up since April, and I've only gotten the June box so far. So I sent them a message like, "Hey, where's my stuff?" Yeah. Hmm. There.
Don't know if anyone else takes any notice, but the Jeopardy evolve they've had for the past couple of weeks. Jeopardy evolve they've had for the past couple of weeks has been an interesting walkthrough time.
Yeah. Ooh, I have to watch that. Hmm. So let's see now. Hmm. The pretty much so far, the Pinkie Pie saga is not bad, pretty consistent. Well, okay, consistent in that each episode was like each set was like half good, half bad, more more or less. Fluttershy, eh, eh, sort of the same, but now it's been a bit more or due to the shorter story, due to the two stories split per episode.
Yeah, I guess so far it's been. Yeah, I guess so far things have been pretty decent.
Percentage-wise, it's been consistently average. Part of the reason why I didn't have any video for this week is like, have you ever had one of those weeks where you just have like critically low levels of motivation to do anything really?
It happens.
Yeah. Star Online 2 is coming to Steam on Wednesday. I have work on Wednesday. Ugh. But maybe Thursday. Thursday's kind of iffy. It's like currently 0, but then again, this Thursday also had 0, and it ended up being 8 people anyway, so who knows. Ugh. Already out of tea. Ugh. There's some purple down there. So we should probably wrap up or something.
Guess I can agree that there was a bit of an improvement. I will admit that. I will admit that dash thing came out of nowhere.
But hey, this week was 3/4 good, so solid improvement.
It's definitely good to see Trixie since underrepresented.
It was good.
And again, an understandable situation.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be a little interesting to see what's next for.
Story arc based around a completely original character. Hopefully that goes well.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see some some more regarding potions. So until then, stay safe, stay well, and hopefully we will see you next week. Take care.